How did you come up with your IG handle? This goes all the way back. So my IG handle is my blog. So my blog is called My Girlfriend Renee. I got it actually from, I was at a conference and there was a guest speaker speaking and I literally was not listening. I feel bad. I got a little yellow notepad and I just started writing down things that were coming to my mind. It took me back to my hairstylist days. If you guys do not know, before I did the Instagram blogging thing, I was a hairstylist and then I was a spray tan technician. So I've done all the beauty things. I went to college right out of high school and got my license, been doing hair. So whenever people would be like, where do you get your hair done? They'd be like, oh, my girlfriend Renee does it. Or who does your spray tans? They'd be like, go see, love the pins you sent your homies. Yes, the pins are amazing. I'll show you guys. So people would be like, oh, go see my girlfriend Renee. So that is how I got it. Like I said, do not worry about your name in the beginning. I know it sounds like it's going to be like the end all be all. You have to have your name set, but don't think so because it can always evolve. So you can start off with one name and then as your business grows or changes or evolves, you can change it. It's okay. Don't think that your name has to be set in stone, all said and done right when you start, because that's just not the case. If you guys have a fun story of how you got your name, or if you have changed your name, go ahead and drop it in the comments and let me see, because I think that's super fun to see how people get their names, because a lot of people actually get scared of that part of the process. Okay, so next we have, what are some essentials for, hi everybody, what are some essentials for starting a business? I know a girl that changed her name yesterday and she is like, see, exactly. Thank you. She's like, 15K and she changed her name. There you go. See? Thank you very much. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate you. What are some essentials for starting a business? First, get all your legal shit handled. Don't be selling shit illegally because you're going to get rolled. You need to have all your stuff in a row before you do anything. One, you can't get on wholesale websites if you don't have any of that stuff. So make sure you get your legal shit dialed first, because you ain't gonna be able to sell nothing. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. Everybody's gonna be like, let me see your credentials. And you're gonna be like, what credentials? And then they ain't gonna let you go there. So make sure you get your EIN, your seller's permit, all the stuff so that you can sell stuff. Then you wanna get your IG and your website domain done. Wrap that up in a pretty little bow, because you know what? How are people gonna find you? They can't find you without your IG. They can't find you without your website. How are you gonna sell shit? All right, go ahead and do all that. Make sure you do research after that, because if I would have actually researched more, I probably would have avoided having the boutique. I love it now, trust me, I love it now, but I would have probably avoided that step in my business and just went straight to shirts. Get a Canva subscription. All right, there you go. I see you, Brie. I see you. There you go. Get Canva. Get Canva 100%. That's what I use to create these little slides. I go on Canva. I type these in, all of my graphics. I'm cheap. I get the free version. Bree's over here dropping dollars on Canva. I'm not. I changed mine yesterday back to my name. It was Tonto in Toronto. Tonto is my nickname. There you go. See, I love that. Such a good story. Thank you for sharing. I love that. All right, next question. Okay, do you recommend Etsy to start selling or creating your own website? Great question. I have never sold on Etsy, but I have so many friends that do and they love it. I think it's Magnolia Clayco. I think they were advertising for her on Pinterest, yo. Okay, so if you are on Etsy, this is amazing because one, it's a little bit easier to enter into that side of the world because they do a lot of it for you. When I was looking into launching my subscription, I looked into Cratejoy because they have the subscription software, they have everything you need. So if you are looking into something and starting a little bit smaller, I would 100% go Etsy. 1000%. They do advertising for you through keywords. They're on Pinterest. They do a lot of it because they make money when you make money. Hello. So yes, I would definitely do the Etsy thing. 1000%. If you feel like you have a little bit of a bigger plan, more things, like kind of how I am doing, I kind of evolved from the boutique to the subscription to now coaching and all of this stuff. So I personally wouldn't be a good fit for Etsy, but I think it's amazing, 1000%. If you have like handmade goods or anything like that, go Etsy all the way. That's how I found, okay, perfect example. That's how I found my friend Kat, who I am launching the podcast with. I was on Etsy creeping. I typed in Boss Babe Gifts and she came up and now we're best friends launching a podcast. So yes, I am a huge believer in Etsy, 1000%. Okay, so Lexi, I've changed mine 3 times. It's Lexi Doe, Exo Bellaray, and now Lexi Montez. See? So if you are hung up on your name, don't worry about it. Tasha, I used to be What Girl Wants, but wanted something for personal. I'm a huge Pennywise band fan, and they have a song called My Own Way of Life. And you know what? Tasha's Way of Life, that fits you so perfect. I love that. Okay. And you guys need to come to Vegas. Yes, mandatory. Okay, what are some hashtag suggestions for small businesses? This is a little bit harder because everything is so specific to your business. What I do is completely different than what you do, and you would be a little bit more niche specific. But how I do things is I go to words that describe my business that my customers would be searching. So instead of saying, I don't know, like monthly subscription, I don't know if people are really searching that. So I go with more small business tips because my main core value of my brand is to provide value. That is what I do. I provide tips, I provide tricks, I do entertainment, you know, I'm a little funny. And that's what I start with. So I typed in hashtag small business tips. Sometimes when you do that, actually, I took a screenshot. I'm ready for y'all. I got y'all. Okay, ready, go. Okay, so I typed in small business tips. As you can see, 370K, that's a good number. I like to stay in that number. Small business tips for women. So what happens when you type in a hashtag, it's going to give you all these suggestions of what other people are relatively searching that are close to that hashtag. So like the ones that have 496, I don't use those because they're not big enough. You want to go with like 15K all the way up to like 400K. You don't want to do the millions, especially if you're a smaller account like me. You want to make sure you're using more niche hashtags that don't have a lot of uses, because if you use the ones that are like million uses, 800,000 uses, you're going to just get bumped all the way to the bottom. So you don't want to do that. You want to kind of use a little bit more closer niche specific. I spread mine around to are like, I would say probably 15K is the lowest I'll go. I like to stick around 15, 20K, and then I'll go to like, yeah, I would say 370, 400, throw a little one in there if I'm feeling a little sassy. And then I save them to my notes in my phone, and then I switch them around. I'm still like not 100% on the hashtags like strategy. I just do what feels right. But go with doing what your business kind of has, like the 5 components of your business, what your customers are searching, not like competitive things. Like you don't want to put like, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. We'll just move on to the next topic. But my thing is also location specific. I use Temecula Blogger a lot because I have met some really amazing people through. I think that's how I met Lexi. I did Temecula Bloggers because I wanted to meet people in my community that are like doing the same thing that I'm doing. And then you end up building relationships with them. Occasionally you meet up for photos because sometimes you need help. You know, when I had my boutique, I found a girl on Temecula Bloggers. She was like, hey, do you need help with content? Like I need pictures. I was like, yes, I do, friend. Thank you. Okay, I thought I saved another one, but I guess I didn't. There we go, friends. Do you guys want to see the pins? So today, Dan's video was doing small business hashtags. I think is disgusting. What? Okay, we'll see which one that one is. Okay, I go spot super popular. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's some hashtag help. I go to super popular clay accounts and see what they put so I can get inspiration. Literally everyone uses the same hashtags in the clay community, so I try to make mine a little more specific. Exactly. Creep on other people, yo. Creep on my hashtags. I tend to put them in like 3 days late because I forget about them. But creep and see what other people are doing in your industry and kind of like niche further down and be more specific, and see what they're doing. So that way you can get some ideas, especially when you're just like sitting at that little cursor blinking and you're like, I got nothing at all. There's a bunch of like hashtag generator apps and websites. I just don't even have time to do that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna go and search all these damn hashtags. It's just not gonna work for me. I have no patience for that. So I just wing it, I just wing it and see, how far we're getting with it. So don't worry about that. We good. Oh, there's a real one. Okay. Oh, I didn't know we could do this. How to engage more with your clients. Oh, I didn't even know we can do that. Hello. Oh, look at me all fancy. Okay, I see you. Okay, how to engage more with your clients. I personally spend 10, 15, it's getting harder now. I'm not going to lie. When I was a little bit less busy, I would spend about an hour every single day commenting on 10 new accounts a day. I would go in and comment on every single person in my feed. When I would wake up in the morning, I would set about an hour time when I was eating my eggs, drinking my coffee, and I would go in and I would engage on every single person that I follow. I would leave a comment, genuine comment, not like cute. I would actually like engage. Go watch people's stories that you follow, your customers, your clients. Watch their stories, invest in them, especially if you have time to do that. I'm just gonna call myself out. I need to get better at this. I have been so slammed that I have been neglecting those core values. So you know what? Thank you for reminding me. I need to go back in and start kind of creeping and commenting, because guess what? Everybody's posting on Instagram to get some sort of attention. Let's be honest. You ain't posting on Instagram if you don't want attention. So if you see people that you follow posting and you just swipe on by and don't say nothing, that ain't cool, right? You at least, it doesn't take nothing to like. You can just go pop, 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 like everything, right? But I personally would go in, comment, DM, respond to their polls. If somebody has a poll on there, 90% of the time I'm tapping that thing, because it helps with their engagement and it doesn't cost you anything. Like my video. Likes, comments, saves, shares help all of your customers. They help your business. They help everything. So make sure, you do that. Okay, how to collaborate with bloggers and if we should do that. I personally am not big on, I'm probably not the best person to ask for this. How to collaborate with bloggers and if we should do that. I don't think there's anything hurt if we just covered this in the podcast. Figure out your core values, and if they align with your core values, yes, go for it, 1000%. If it doesn't, and it doesn't make sense, so for me, if I were to collaborate with like a travel blogger, that doesn't work, right? But if I were to collaborate with a person that is highlighting small businesses once a week, there we go. It works, right? I personally look at my core values, which is provide value always, do the right thing, and create a customer experience. Thank you, Kat, for helping me figure that out. But I pay attention to that. So if their core values do not align, if their blog does not have the same kind of content, if their Instagram doesn't have the same kind of content, if they don't stand for the same things you stand for, then it's not a good match. I probably wouldn't do that. But if you want to get your brand awareness out there, like a recent thing that I started doing was pitching myself to podcasts. I was on about 6 or 7 podcasts this past month because I was pitching myself to them. I was like, hey, I want to do more brand awareness. I want to get more eyes on my brand, on my products, everything. Can I go and serve your audience? And I would do a Pinterest course, or I would go and talk about something. Like tonight, I'm doing a speaking call with one of my members of my shirt club. I'm doing a speaking call to her group. I'm going to provide value and motivation and share my stories in hopes that it will help them start theirs. And that's how I do collabs. So yeah, I think they're great if they follow along with what you believe in. If you don't believe in it, don't do it just to do it. It has to be a good fit, because you get one chance to make an impression with your brand. So if your brand is all over the damn place, nobody's gonna trust you. If you promote things that are all over the damn place, nobody's gonna trust you. You get one chance to serve people. So the second you start just devaluing your brand for short-term gain, it's all over. It's all over, friends. It's all over. So make sure you hold tight for those true relationships, friendships, collaborations that make sense for you. Because if they don't make sense, it's not worth it. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. My friend Kat asked me to go live. This was like a couple months back, talking about, small business and stuff like that. And then she approached me to do the podcast. And I'm like, the live went so well. Our conversation went so well. We provided such good value that I knew it was a match made in heaven. She goes live every single week sharing wholesale tips, business tips, Etsy tips, strategy, same things I kind of said I do, but in a different way. And now it's a perfect collaboration because now we're doing a podcast. So podcasts, collaborations are great if you have connection with the person. And I think that's great. Oh, I made it go away. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, that word's new. How do you know how much product to buy when starting out? Oh, that one's hard. That is a hard one. Okay, first, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real, okay? I'm gonna break it down real quick with y'all. Hold on, let me get a drink because I'm getting fired up. cheers to y'all. What y'all drinking right now? You guys drinking a coffee like me? Are you guys on the East Coast? Is it already lunchtime? You guys doing cocktails? It's Friday. I don't judge. If you're doing cocktails already, give me a cheers. I do not mind. Okay, how do you know how much product to buy when starting out? Perfect example, when I launched my subscription, that was like the most recent product, I'll just say that. I was like, I'll probably have 5 people sign up. I didn't know. I was like, I'll probably have 5 people. So I reached out to one person to help me with contributing something to the first subscription. I'm like, yeah, there'll probably be 5. That day, 27 people signed up. And I was like, holy crap, because she was going to donate it. So I'm like, holy crap. So make sure I'm guessing, research as much as possible, err on the side of more rather than less. So I know it's scary and I know that adds to cost, but I would probably order more than you think, because we tend to get in our own head, in our own mind, and we think it's not going to succeed as much as we do. So I think I would err on the side of caution and order a little bit more, even though it's scary and it's more expensive. Err on the side of caution, because you never know what could happen. Like the first couple times I did the subscription, I ordered the correct amount of t-shirts. I did not take into consideration that people were not going to fit them, or they were going to need to return them, or heaven forbid something happened to them in the process. I had no extra. So now I make it a point to order about 6 or 7. Look at those are all extra, because I was scared. Now I'm like, if something were to happen, I have extra now. I'm prepared. So make sure you're ordering enough on the side of error. Did I get my coffee? No, I have not gotten. I'm in the Netherlands. It's evening here. I'm over here drinking coffee and you're over here at night. It's cool. It's cool. We ready to go. It's all right. Okay, you've been so helpful. Got that question answered. Yeah, if you have any more, drop them in here. We're just doing the damn thing today. But I wanted to show you guys the pins that I got, because it's hilarious. They're perfect for branding. If you guys shop at Sticker Mule, go to Sticker Mule and subscribe to their email list, because they give you, I'll show you what's left. They give you all of the discounts. So they had a special for these guys right here, little pins. They're custom acrylic pins and they were on sale, so I ordered them. Tell me these aren't amazing for your branding. Like if you were doing a like a convention, imagine giving these out with your brand on them or something cute, like dead. I mean, who doesn't want this? You clip it to your bag, you can clip it. All my friends that I delivered them to are clipping them to their heart. I know this, but get on Sticker Mule. That's where I got these. I got a lot of DMs asking where the heck I got these. Sticker Mule, that is where they are. And they're kind of expensive, so make sure you pay attention to the deals, because they are. Do you guys have any more questions? I know that was like jam freaking packed. I think that was one of the questions right now is, I hear you can I saw you could put your face on anything. How about a piñata? I'm here for it. I am on a mission to put my face on everything for my annoying troll friends. They are my friends. Don't worry. People got offended that one of my friends threw it in the trash. She didn't throw it in the trash. It was just a joke. So don't worry. It's our weird, relationship. It's fine. All right, I'm going to put these up here one more time so you guys can, I'll save them on the live highlight, so that way you guys can screenshot these. That's what I do after every single live. I put these on my stories so you guys can screenshot them if this is a question you asked. And then I put them in the live highlight so that way you can refer back to them. Another question I had is, do you guys want to see us do a live of the podcast recording? So this was a question that got asked recently is how are we, oh, dang it, sorry guys. How are we doing the podcast if she's in Chicago and I'm in California? So if you guys would like to see that, go ahead and put a yes, girl, yes. I would like to see that. So you can see the behind the scenes of how we do things. It is not glamorous. It is not at all. It's literally kind of hilarious because we're kind of bad at it. The intros always get us and we always just sit there and we're like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is the lighting bad? Hold on, the dog's barking. Let me lock the door. I don't want my kid coming in. So it's kind of fun. But if you guys want to see us record a live episode of the podcast, we would love to share that. We'll just stream it on my Instagram so you guys can see it. It is a Zoom call fashion. We just sit here. I usually have a blanket and some sweatpants. So if you guys would like to see that, yay. Okay, good. I see some yeses coming in. I love that. Yeah, I thought it would be a really fun idea. Kat was like, wait, why? We're like a hot mess. Why do you want to share this? I'm like, because the people want to see it. I like creeping. When people do live podcast recordings, I love creeping on it. So if you guys are interested, I will totally bite the bullet. Kat doesn't know yet. My co-host does not know.